Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today I've got Slipways for you. Now this is a beta, and this is a game where you handle trading management between different planets. So you go into a sector of the galaxy and you connect different planets and you create productions there and you try to make money and also get new technology so that you can expand further. And it has a lot of like puzzle elements, so it's quite cool. I'm gonna play with the standard run on a reasonable difficulty. Now the first thing you can do is we can pick your council. Now each of these will give you a certain bonus. This is important because as you find planets, each planet has a certain type, like for example desert planet or earth-like planet, things like that. And depending on the type of a planet, you can set up resources. For example, you can have fields that give you grain, so you use people to gain grain, or you can get some sort of ore and things like that. And depending on these races that you pick, you will get different options in the planet. So for example, there are certain races that are focused, let's say, more on mining, so you have more options on certain planets to get mining that you wouldn't get on different ones. So we're gonna pick, I think we're gonna pick Bakwar, strong believers in all the bounty of the universe, being there specifically so that sentient races can benefit from it. Quick to anger but also honorable. They value truthfulness and the straightforward approach. Also, the races are important because they give you goals, and if you fulfill them goals, they'll give you new technologies. And you do have research, but you can only research things that these races give you. You can't just research whatever you want. And we've got Apforians, the deal breakers of the galaxy. They focus on trade and wealth. We've got these guys, Dender, who focus on life, adaptation and well-being. Friends to all life, they focus on spreading sentience through the universe, adapting it to life's needs in the process. Long-lived, genderless and calm, they have pattern disposition towards shorter-lived, more emotional races. Okay, let's grab them. And finally, we can pick Vatori, Science, Knowledge, Transcendence, or Siltheed, Factories, Structures, and Projects. So obviously we're going to go with Factories. An insectile race whose members share a telepathic link. They value growth and domination through industrial power. Their society is hierarchical and homogeneous, maximizing efficiency but sacrificing individuality in the process. Clearly, these two probably don't like each other very much. Now, each of these gives us 2 bonuses. So, for example, because we've got Barak here, we've got a geothermal plant. So that means that on lava and mineral planets, we can turn discs into research. I'm not quite sure what that thing is called. We can move planets around once we learn that particular technology. Here we've got options on arid and desert planets. We can get grain. And then here we've got unlocks the minerals action on ice pole, desert and lava planet. This will start a chain reaction that turns this planet into a mineral rich world. So this is actually quite cool, but we need to research it. On top of all this, we can pick perks. For example, here I'm gonna pick a perk. Every time I deliver ore or minerals, I will gain extra credits. Planets receiving research if production increased. Unlocks food synth on forge word planet. So this means that if you find a forge word planet, we can use this particular thing. So turn water into grain. Here we've got when you upgrade a plant to prosperous, you gain. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. So this will allow us, if we make people happy on a planet, we will gain research points. That's really valuable. Reduce structure building cost by 30%. That's also great. So we're actually gonna turn off the points from the miners and grab this structure building bonus. Reduces forge world colonization time by 1 month. Yeah, we don't care. So we're gonna start this game and we're gonna jump into a sector. And I know it was a lot of explaining at the beginning, but I think it's kind of important because if I just randomly pick, it's gonna be harder to explain these bonuses once we start in the game. So first thing I can do is I'm going to send out a probe. I'm gonna send it out over here so that we can get as many planets as possible. And it costs me 3 gold. You can see my money over here with 122 wealth, 100% happiness because we don't have any planet yet, and 0% science. Now I can click on a planet and I can see what I can get. So here I could build a nanotech factory, which will turn minerals into, discs. I'm not quite sure what this thing is called. We'll be able to hover over it once we build it, but not right now. Here we can turn minerals into robots, minerals into boxes, and robots into boxes or whatever that is. Goods into goods. Sorry, these are goods. Yeah, so this is a nanotech. The discs are nanotech. So nanotech, goods, or bots. Now, before you choose, you want to look at other planets and see what you can do. So here we could turn people into minerals. This is fantastic because then we could use the minerals here for one of the first 3 options. This is a 4-bear rune, so you need to send people there to explore it. And here asteroids, you get money from asteroids if you only like once, and you have to exploit them for it. It's beneficial. The more planets are near it, the more points you get. Now before we actually click on this, we're gonna check this place over here. Now here we could turn grain into people, which is great because we could connect it to here, get the people and move it further. If you click Alt, by the way, you can see which planets could connect to what other planets. Alternatively, we could also make grain here from robots, which we could get over here. So it's really important to make sure that every planet gets the right resources. So we're actually going to be making robots here. Here we're going to be turning people into minerals, and here we're going to be gaining from robots grain. Now, at the moment, I'm getting this resource, but I'm exploiting the planet. That's what this mark means. So the happiness is get lowered. So I'm going to actually grab this and move it to over here. And now you're going to see that this ore is lit up. That means that I'm actually getting this resource. So this planet is no longer exploited. This planet's making me bots that I'm going to send over to this planet, and now I'm going to be making food. Now, what's important is that you cannot cross. So I cannot, for example, create a connection from here to this planet over there. First of all, it's too far, and second of all, it's going to be crossing everything. So here I could get people from nanotech and grain. Question is, can I connect to there? Yes, I can. So I could move the people over there, which would be fantastic. I could also get people here, but then I can't cross to there from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the people from here. So I'm going to send the grain to this planet, and then I'm going to move the people to over there. So now you can see that actually only this planet is exploited a little bit, but actually not. It's getting some grain. It's not getting these chips they're called, but it's not exploited too much. That's pretty good. Here we could be getting grain to make also people, or we could be getting bots, but the problem is I can't get these guys to bring the bots over there. That's pretty important. So you can't quite use that. So I'm going to use the grain to make more people. So I'm going to move the grain over here. And then I can use the people, but I don't have anywhere to bring them just yet. Ideally, we would like to find something that gives us biomass. That would be useful. So then I can click on these planets, for example, on this one, and we can see it's currently a level 2 planet, so it's an established planet. It gives us trade income of 6, and the upkeep is 2. So this planet is going to give us 4 per turn. We can also jump to the next turn over here. I'm not going to do it just yet. Here on the left, we get new missions, so let's click on them. If we get one more ore producing planet to successful, we'll gain new event, like new points. Oh, we knew you had it in you. So we're gonna accept all these missions, and once we fulfill them, we're gonna be able to get some points. So yeah, we need to get one more people producing planet to successful. So one of these 2 planets, we need to get them to successful. So we need to find something that gives us biomass. So let's check this place over here. See if we could find something useful. Here we could get biomass from people. So this is fantastic. So we're going to send people over there. And we're going to send biomass back. So this planet is now a little bit happier. It's established. It's still only level 2 because now it needs goods, which we don't actually have a way to get just yet. We also make water here, but we can't put it, well actually you see we can't really put it there because it's too far. Now this planet could use water and grain to make people, but remember we can connect it with this one, so we could use the water to gain people. I guess we'll do that, but we're not really making the people just yet because we don't have the grain. Okay, so let's explore this area over here and see what else we can find. Here we can turn people into minerals. Sure, we've got people, so why not? We could connect it this way. The problem is I'm not quite sure how to disconnect, so we're actually going to get rid of the asteroid and move this over here. So now we can actually undo over here, but I don't know how you can like completely remove an already existing slipway. I'm sure there's a way. I've been looking in the help, but I couldn't figure it out. Regardless, we get now the minerals. You don't actually need at the moment. We are getting them. The thing is, we do need to get some chips over here, otherwise the happiness here is going to get lower. So how are we doing with the happiness population over here? How happy we are? We are successful. We need to get one more people producing planet to successful. Yeah, we already did that. Yeah, we need one more. I guess this one doesn't count. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so let's check out the planets over here. We've got a desert planet, and we've got here. We could get biomass and water. We don't need though. We could get bots. I don't think we want any of those. We're just gonna wait on that. So because I have a lot of people here and nowhere to put them, what I'm going to try to do is build a lab. So I could build so that we can get research points. The lab needs people and either chips, bots, water, or minerals. So we could send water and minerals. So we're gonna place this over here, and we're gonna send the people in this area, and we're gonna send water here. And this should allow us to unlock needs a resource to study. Deliver one off. Yeah, we're not delivering. We should be delivering water. Oh, we have to click. We have to click that, hey, we want to send water to here. So we're gonna get water. We get one production point here. So every turn we're gonna get one science point, which we can then use for additional resources. Now, if we wanted to upgrade it, we would need to send more water or more people. I could send more people. No, I have to send them from elsewhere. Okay. So we would need more grain here in order to be able to do things. Now, ideally, I would like to unlock the ability to move planets. Yeah, gravity tax, because this would allow me to move this planet further, and then I could use the grain to move over. Now, here we could get... Oh, resources are usually... Okay, yeah, we're gonna switch to the server. Here we could get people through grain, but we can bring the people to the lab anyway. We could get grain and send it to here so that we get even more people, and we'll send those people to the lab. So that the lab is gonna give us more points. Now we get 2 points. And ideally we would like to level up this planet so that we could get even more... Oh, it has to trade with 3 other planets that are successful or better. It requires a total of 6 import and exports. So we only have 5 imports and exports. So we need a bit more over here. So we need to send the biomass to someone who is happy. Oh, we could send the biomass to here. Right, we finished our year, by the way, so we got some production points. I'm still surprised that this doesn't count. It has to trade with 3 other planets that are successful or better. Only 1 other planet here is successful or better. Seems like this one might be. Yeah, this one is successful. Good. You need these boxes, goods, to get happy. So is there any way we could get goods? Let's check this area over here. I can get people from grain. I don't really need that. I could... No. Here, I could get water. Also not useful because I can bring it over there. I could get people from grain. So I could bring the grain there and maybe the minerals. Yes, I could bring I could bring bots to gain grain, but I don't need grain. I have grain here. What else do we have? We could gain from grain, we could get people. We do have the grain here. And you could get from biomass. We're using up all the biomass over here. Okay, this is kind of... So here I can get people from grain, but I won't have the chips, which is not ideal. Does anyone care about water? No. This is interesting because there's really no way to utilize this in the best possible way. You can't connect here, so we'll use up the grain we're getting from the bottom to get some people, because like why not? We could then use the people here to gain water, but that's not useful. Let's move to this area and try to move further in this way. So we could get bots from minerals. That's important because we're gonna need the bots towards this planet so it's not exploited essentially. And then here we could get... We need minerals. We could get people to give us biomass, which we can send back to this original planet. So let's do that. We send people here. And we'll send biomass down there. So this planet is now successful. It has a lot of grain. Where could I send grain to? That's the question. I have also additional water and people, so I could build another lab somewhere here. We could build... the problem with labs, though, if you have multiple labs that do the same thing, they lose points. So ideally, we would like a lab that takes something else. Lab... We would need a lab that takes... We can't use grain. We could use bots. No, that's not useful. We would send people. We have people, but we don't have anything else. This planet has extra people, which we could use. We don't really want to use them. We have a lot of water. Bots, chips, biomass, or minerals. Bots, chips, biomass, none of those things we can get here. Here, bots, chips, biomass, or minerals. No. Okay. Can I get people to go this way? No, I can't. Because if I could get it there, I would get some points. Oh, I have a lot of minerals here. I could send them to this planet. No, it's out of range. See, this is a problem because that planet is just like too far, so we can't really utilize the fact that we do have some people here. We have a lot of minerals. Could I turn them into something? Not particularly. I could use the minerals to get... What could we need? Okay, I could move the minerals there. No, it's obstructed. Okay. But I could get bots and send them over here. And use the bots to gain grain. Not really what I need. Guess we'll do it anyway. We'll give you the bots. Oh, it's obstructed. We really gotta figure out a good way to move these planets around. So we've got 6 points now. Could I get... The ability to move costs me 14. Hydroponics gives me ability to get from bots grain on arid and desert planets. So for example on... Not there. We had a desert planet here. So this one. Here we could get from grain... From bots grain? That's not useful. Enables the Solent Processor project. All grain needs for this planet are removed. Interesting. We have a lot of grain, so we don't actually particularly need that. Alright, let's check this area. Got a new technology available, so I could now get the hydroponics. Thing is, I don't really need grain. I've got so much grain. People... Bots to grain, see, I already have that. Grain to people... People to minerals, but it's not going to be enough to get over to here. People to biomass. And then... Grain to people. He will get... Oh, if he gets chips, it's not going to be helpful. Can I connect you to that planet over there? No. But I could give you chips, so I'm gonna send the people here and send the chips back, so we get a great connection to both planets, who should now be successful. Good. And now we're going to need either... We have one more set of chips that we can use. We would like water here, but I don't have a way to bring it. And you can get people there, unfortunately. Got a lot of people left, but... People to minerals, sure, I guess we'll get minerals, because there's honestly nothing better for us to do. Is this planet... It's not successful yet. We need water to make it successful, which will allow us to finish this particular task. Now we've got 8 points. I really want to get to this tags that allow us to move things around. So let's go here. Got one asteroid and a desert planet, so nothing we can do here. Biomass. So we have people and minerals, so we could theoretically place a lab here, Send the people to the lab and the minerals. This would allow us to gain +1 point every turn. And we would need more minerals to make it more successful. I can get a move here because it's obstructed. What I'm bringing biomass. What is this thing for? Oh, for the grain. Okay, I see that. I see that. For the grain. Okay. But in 2 turns we should be able to get the thing we need. So we're getting our research here. We need water. Yeah, again, this is just like obstructed here. But what if I were to... Yeah, I don't know how to remember. Okay, so another thing we would like to do is we would like to send people here. So we need to get some people from somewhere. So do we have grain? We have a lot of grain. Can I connect? Yes, so we're gonna get from grain people. And then we will try to explore this area. And we'll try to move... Oh, please tell me I can move the people here. No! Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let's get some points from this asteroid. What do we have here? We can turn... We've got a lot of people everywhere. And we could... turn... None of this is useful. I can get water here, I don't care. I can get grain and people, so many people. Nothing to do with them. Could I send this? No. I can get people or grain to this planet. Both of these things are kind of... I can send grain away, I can only get like people. But here, on the left, we could make bots from minerals. Kind of hoping we could connect up this way, but it's too far. Bots from minerals, which would give us water or grain, which no one cares for. That's not useful. So then let's connect here. What do we have? We could use people to get water. Or people to get minerals. That's good. Then minerals to get chips. No, I can't connect down to there. So people and minerals will just create a connection. So this is a good connection between these two things. And then we would need these boxes. I can give you the boxes. And I'll send the minerals over to there. Then you need water. That's great because it's fairly easy for me to get water. Now, we're kind of out of time, so we're just going to jump 1 turn. So it's going to give us 54 bucks and more technology. So now I can actually get these gravitic thugs. Unlock a move action in event. So now I should be able to move. Alright, so we can grab a planet here and we can move it. So we're going to move this planet to somewhere out of the way, like the desert planet. I don't know, let's move it here. Oh, it has to go and move like this. So let's just move it here kind of towards this black hole. Oh, it can go through? Okay, I guess this would be enough. And we're gonna say finish. And now we're going to create a connection from people to here, and this will allow us to gain new points. This was once a 4,000 manufacturing depot, it seems. They're specialized in robots and automatization. If we can spend 2 months, we can unlock freeze-resistant bots, or we need to pay money and turn it into a certain level things. But we need to get to level 1 relationship with our people here. And in order to do that, we need get 1 more people producing planet to successful. Yeah, we have only 2 and I think we need 3. to get it to successful. So we would need some boxes to this planet or chips to this planet. Could I get some chips from anywhere? Yes, I could get chips like this. This planet needs wants extra resources, so now it needs goods. This one as well. Can I get goods from anywhere here? Goods. We'll check this area. Yes, we can get goods here from minerals. So we're gonna have to make this planet move, but for that we again need to wait one turn. So we're gonna move this that way. And then we're gonna use this connection. This is going to allow us to get this to successful, and we finish our complete for the dinner. So we are now level 1 with them. So we can click on this outpost and we could actually choose to spend 2 months. Oh, sorry, no. Okay, so these options are actually not with one of them. Oh, never mind. So in that case, let's focus on the next thing we need. Let me just connect this up. We need 1 mineral producing planet to be successful. So we either need to get water to here. Yeah, this is not letting me do anything. Either water to here or water to here. Yes, I can give you water. Okay, now that we finished that, we can actually get... Oh, we can afford to get that connection. So again, we'll wait 1 turn. We'll move this thing over here. So now we're going to get even more money per turn. And now we can actually click on this and we can choose to recycle this, which will cost us 15 gold, but turns this into an ore and chips producing planet. So we could send chips here, which would give us more goods. Not that we need more goods, but yeah. So what I'm thinking is, if I were to place a research lab, we use people and minerals. Don't we already have a lab that does minerals? Yeah, here. Here. Could we move the lab? No. We could move this planet down here, but then it's a cross, so it's not going to help us out. Chips and people. We have people here and here, but we could only give it to water. Which is not ideal. We need anything else. Here we could get biomass to send over here. Sure. But we don't have the bots. Well, regardless, I think this is actually a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right to watch some other trading management or pathway management games. I'll see you there. Bye bye.